Oh, I forgot to change the background again. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the NBA coverage. We are here in the precipice of the play-in tournament, so we're gonna kind of skip all the standings, all the good stuff since the play-in tournament has officially started. Before that, remember subscriber giveaway first and 15th of every month. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment on any video, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win on the first and 15th of every month. Also, you also want to make sure you subscribe and leave a comment because on episode 250, so 9 more episodes, episode 250 of Garden City 615, we will announce live the winner of $250. All right, we'll announce that bad boy live. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, IV Productions LLC. So you'll be updated on when we're going live and things like that. So you can be tapped into that. So you want to be there for that. All right. So check that out. IV Fitness, you want to support the pod as well. This right here, support the pod. This costs no money. All right. Free 30-day challenge, tax season. Download it. Even if you're not going to use it, just download it to have it in your back pocket. Maybe you want to do a 30-day challenge, help you slim up, help you lean out a little bit, help you maybe uh, use it as a supplemental workout or something to do to ease your way into the gym, things like that. There's no equipment required. This is stuff you can do at home on your own to add focus because April is tax season. So we got the tax season 30-day challenge. Download that bad boy. We got other workout programs here for the gym or for at home stuff. If you need something specific, go fill this bad boy out right here with specific details like what you want to do, what days you want to the gym, what days you want to do stuff at home, if you run during the week, etc., etc. And I can make a workout plan for you. Also, supplements, guys. I'm telling you, my protein powder just came in yesterday. So we got protein powders, coffee teas. We got stuff for your skin. We got 100% raw shea butter, keep your skin healthy. We got face washes, face creams. We got toners. We got pre-workouts. We got energy powders. We got focus powders, all that good stuff. Check us out at finalformsubs.com. All right. We'll go over the official regular season leaders with some caveats. All right. Points per game, Luka Doncic. But we will talk about the 65 game rule here in a second. Luka Doncic is not eligible as of right now. He is a challenging one game that he missed because of his child being born. But Luka Doncic, 33.5 points per game. Again, as of right now, he's not eligible. So SGA will actually win the scoring title. I believe that's how that works. I think it also accounts for scoring title. Not
That's kind of
100% sure.
lame, bro, to disqualify somebody like that.
Yeah. I saw somewhere there's like a 75% chance that he'll win his appeal, but we'll see. Shout out Nikolai Jokic, first player in NBA history to lead the league in rebounds and assists, 12.9 rebounds and 10.7
As a center too, we have
assists
to.
as a center. Not only is he the first person to do it in general, he also did it as a center. All right. Steals per game. Who do they have? I'm about to say it's a two-way tie between Thompson from Detroit and Dyson Daniels for Atlanta. I guess they share that. I'm not sure how they do that, if it's shared or if it's not. Blocks per game, Victor Wembanyama, which he barely squeaked by the 65 game rule, even though he only played 64 games. Because they gave him. I did some research. We'll talk about this a little later. We'll talk about that later. Field goal percentage, Rudy Gobert at 68.2. 3-point percentage, Luke Kennard, 47.8% from the field. Free throw percentage, Cam Spencer at 94%. Minutes per game, Tyrese Maxey at 38. Luka Doncic at 4 turnovers per game.
I got one question. I got one thing.
Yeah,
I'm a little biased on the field goal percentage and everything, and let me tell you why.
because they're big
Go back
men.
down to it. Go back down to it.
Right here.
I hate the fact of it because it's all post players. Like I hate that.
Yeah,
I
they're not
hate that
actual like
and
jump
everything.
shots.
Yeah, like they're not shooting jump shots. Like Rudy Gobert definitely ain't shooting no damn jump shots. How would they? Because you can't do 3-point percentage. Do you do mid range? Like I don't know, man. I just think that's just like an easy way of it's I don't know.
Maybe true shooting percentage, because I think true shooting percentage takes into account contested jumpers, and it takes into account it takes into account close range, mid range, 3 point line. It takes into account wide open shots as well as contested shots. So probably true shooting percentage, but it still would be higher. It would still going to be pretty high for bigs because they're making
Contested
more
shot.
shots percent wise. They're going to have a higher field goal, but that might be a way to like differentiate between that. But yeah, 100%. The season leaders and different team season leaders. So like Denver's number one team in points per game, rebounds per game. Houston Rockets number one, assists per game. Atlanta Hawks, blocks per game. Detroit, steals per game for Detroit. Field goal percentage. Lakers, 3 point percentage. No surprise there. Charlotte Hornets, which
And Golden State.
Concanopoulos and LaMelo Ball are the first duo since Steph and Clay to finish 1 and 2 and 3 points made. So no surprise that they're at 3 points made. Denver Nuggets at 3 point percentage. Charlotte Hornets again still in the top three there, and free throw percentage the Clippers. Now, before we get into the tournament stuff and brackets, talk about matchups. Let's talk about the 65 game rule because it needs to be adjusted. So, if you look at this looks very confusing. Luka Doncic, as of right now, is not eligible until we see how his appeal works for that one game he missed for his child being born. Luka Doncic, 64 games, 22.89 minutes. Bruce Brown played in all 82 games this season. He only logged 1996 minutes. Victor Wembanyama, he got 64 games, 1868 minutes. He is eligible for postseason awards. The reason why Bruce Brown is not eligible is because of the 65 game rule. You have to play at least 20 minutes in 63 out of the 65 games. Bruce Brown played all 82 games, but he only played 20 minutes or more in 62 out of the 63 games needed. So he's not eligible. Obviously, Luka Doncic just flat out missed it. The reason why Victor Wembanyama was granted this eligibility is because they're counting the the finals of the in-season tournament. They're giving that game to Victor Wembanyama. That gets him to 65. I don't know
That's
why.
BS.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did that because it kind of feels like they're moving the goalposts. Um, but if everybody that played in that finals for the in-season tournament got that if they got that game on their tally, then I guess it's fair, but you'd have to make it to the NC tournament final. But then it doesn't make sense because the in-season tournament, the tournament itself doesn't count towards the 82 games. So it's like if you're going to count the finals, why wouldn't you just count all the games as a part of the season? And then you just, I don't know. I don't know why they did that, but that's why Victor Wembanyama is eligible, even though he only played 64 regular season games. Okay. So here's the nuance. And here, break it down further. So remember, 65 game rules is you have to play 65 game, at least 65 games and 20, at least 20 minutes as at least 20 minutes in 63 of the 65. Here are all the players that played more minutes than Victor Wembanyama, but are not eligible because they didn't hit 65 games. Because it's an and. It's not an or, it's an and. So Luka Doncic, 2289. Kate Cunningham,
K's out
2172.
though because he got a actual like injury.
Right, but I mean, Victor Wembanyama had an injury too. That's why he only played 64 games. But Kate Cunningham played significantly more minutes. You go down, LeBron, 1973, Pascal Siakam. So the problem is that it's an and. Here's what they should do, which I've been saying this for I've been saying this pretty much all season. What it should be a either or. It should be what they need to do is figure out a minute minimum. So, for example, I would put Victor Wembanyama as your baseline. Like, if you look at Victor Wembanyama's situation, and if you look at his situation, say yes, he should be eligible. then what you do is you have 65 games or a certain number of minutes played. When you do it like that, then and you set the minimum minutes at like 1850. You play 1,850 minutes. If you do that, every single person here is also eligible because they hit the minute requirement, even though they didn't hit the 64 game requirement or 65 game requirement. You make it an either or, whichever one comes first. So if you don't play 1850, but you played in 82 games or you played 70 games, you're still eligible because you played more than 65 games. But like Bruce Brown, which, is not like he was going to win any like MVP awards or whatever, but he played all 82 games. So it makes no sense that he should be eligible because you can't knock somebody because of their role in the game. And then you still have guys like Wemby, who he only averaged like 29 something minutes per game due to him coming back from injuries, being on minute restrictions, yada, yada, yada. But he still makes it because he plays 1850. So they should just have that. And I believe let me do some math real quick. So 1850, what that is equivalent to, the 1850 minutes wise is the equivalent of playing 60 games, playing the average starter minutes at 60 games, right? So if they don't want to lower the game to 60, if they don't want to do that, because if you lower the game to 60, a lot of these guys will become eligible. If you don't want to lower it to 60, you set the minimum minutes to about 60 games. So the average starter plays anywhere from like 34 to 38 minutes, or not the average. The average is about 35 minutes. 35 minutes times 60 games is a little over 18. Yeah, I think it's a little over 1850. Let me see. 35 times, well, it's 2100, but you get what I'm saying. 35, or if you want to put 30 minutes, like 33 minutes times 60 games, something like that, or 30 minutes times 60, whatever you want to put the minute thing at, you figure that out. 1850, I think, is a good ballpark. And then that gets you guys can still, you reach a good medium of resting guys certain games versus needing guys to play. Because if you want to make postseason, you still got to play at least 65 games, or you got to put in minutes, almost
Yeah.
2,000 minutes or 18, whatever.
Hmm.
That's all I can really say about it. I do think after this season, because Luka not being eligible was like a big thing, and some other players not being eligible, but Victor being eligible, when you look at like the minutes played, like it's crazy that he's eligible, but he's played less minutes than all these guys. Now I get it, it's because of the games, but like the whole point of the game thing is to have guys play minutes. It's kind of the same thing, but it's just broken down differently. So
Yeah.
I do think after the season they're gonna tweak it and maybe alter the rule a little bit, but we'll see. All right, Calvin, I want you to cap us off or start us off. The Clippers, no, the Suns and Trailblazers have already played. Suns won over the Trailblazers. So Suns are gonna play, or the Trailblazers won. So the
Is it just
Spurs
the one
playing.
game that they play, right?
You said what?
It's just one game they play.
The winner of this automatically goes. Suns still have a chance to win or still have a chance to get in, but they got to play the winner of Clippers Warriors.
Mm.
So Trailblazers are playing Spurs, and then it's whoever wins between Suns and the winner of this one plays the Thunder. So right now, I just want to focus on playing because that's where we're at, and then we'll get into like first round matchups. Obviously, the Hornets, phenomenal game. Hornets Heat, great game. Hornets get the dub there. LaMelo Ball with a drive there to get the dub. Tyler Hero really stepped up, hit that crazy turnaround corner three, but again at the very end, uh, Bridges gets a block on, I forget who drove, but he gets a block, game winning block to seal the deal for the Hornets. And then today, 76ers Magic, they're actually playing right now. If I can pull up the scores.
Actually, I'm gonna turn that bad boy on since you said that.
So 76ers are up 39-35 with about 7 minutes left in the second quarter. So we still got some time. And then the winner of this one automatically advances, and then the loser plays the Hornets. Let's just talk about, I want you to, let's just break down Suns and Trailblazers, 76ers and Magic, or not, Clippers, Warriors, 76ers and Magic. And then let's talk about matchups for the Suns and matchup for the Hornets based on who wins. All right.
All right.
Um, I don't know. Do you need the screen still?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just keep
bet.
it up. Yeah, go up. Your head blocking the one of
Oh,
the.
yeah, let me do it like this. Okay, I'll just do content only. Let's do it like that.
Okay. All right. All right. Where we starting at?
Let's start with the Clippers Warriors.
Clippers Warriors. Man, you cannot count out Steph. You can't count out Steph. Yeah, I'm going Warriors.
I'm be honest, I might have to go with the Clippers.
Why?
Um, I think I think Clippers. I think Clippers are a more put together team because the Warriors, since Jimmy Butler's went out, the Warriors have really been the same. Yes, I mean, you still got Steph again, who I mean, he's averaging 26 points per game, so it's not anything to definitely doubt, like you were saying, like counting them out. But like just like the Warriors, they're 18th offensively, defensively they're 16th, so they're kind of middle of the pack offensively, defensively. Um, I think Clippers defense. I think Clippers are is a. I think Clippers is a tough matchup for the Warriors. And I do think
Just from a
Clippers
high
deep.
perspective in
Uh,
bench. From a high
oh,
perspective in bench.
I think all of it. I think I think a matchup wise from the 4 and the 5, it's a nightmare for the Warriors. I think defensively on the perimeter, Clippers are better equipped at handling the Warriors offensively because you got Kawhi Leonard and you have uh again I was gonna say Paul George, but I mean he's not having his.
He hasn't had the best few years, bro. The last few years he has not
Wait.
had.
Am I tripping? Paul George's not with the Clippers. He's with 76ers. I'm tripping. I'm thinking of
Yeah.
the wrong team. I just think Clippers is just a tougher matchup for the Warriors. I don't see like the Warriors defensively are not there, right? Jeremiah Green's becoming a liability. And I think the Clippers have more offensive weapons that I don't think the Warriors can answer with if the Clippers come out and play like I think they can play. If that makes sense.
That's fair. That's
Like
fair.
you got Chris Dunn, you got Darius Garland. Don't forget Darius Garland. You got Bogdanovich. You still got oh my gosh, you got John Collins who's came in and made a difference. You got Derek Jones, Kawhi Leonard. You still got I mean, yes, Brooke Lopez, he's older, but you talking about a 7 footer that Draymond's gonna have to guard a 7 footer in the post. Like that's kind of a matchup problem for the Warriors.
And he can step out and shoot that motherfucker.
If you leave Mobley in the 3, it's gonna be a problem. Moses Moody is out. I mean, you got Pozeminski.
I don't know why everybody's high on that dude. I do not think he is good. Now,
No,
everybody
I'll tell you
is
why.
for the people that obviously, yes, he's in the NBA for a reason. But in my personal opinion, I don't know why the dude gets so much credit because I just don't see his game being that good.
No, you want to know why? The reason is because there was a Twitter account that said, "I am not gonna tweet. I'm gonna stop tweeting until how do you say his last name? I don't want to butcher it.
Zinski or
Pozeminski.
it's Polish or some shit.
Yeah, until he scores 30 points. And he finally scored 30 points this week. And so and it's been 2 seasons. So he's just being hyped up because he finally scored 30 points. And this Twitter account has been waiting for 2 years to tweet for him to score 30 points. That's
Wow,
why. That's why.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's why.
Crazy what social media can do to one person.
Now, let's talk 76ers and Magic. They're playing right now. It's pretty close. Magic's 76ers are up 42 to 40. Okay. On well, their top performer is Andre Drummond for the 76ers. And Ben Cheryl's got 11 points in the first half. Tyrese Maxey's got 12 points as well. But Andre Drummond's kind of been doing a little bit of everything. 4 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist within 11 minutes.
Is
Uh,
Embiid?
Embiid is not playing. Embiid, I believe he's out for the season. He got surgery.
That's right. Um, bro, I like the 76ers. I will always say this, the NBA is better when Kawhi and Embiid are playing and healthy. I would down at that. That's the thing that I would down a hill about. Um, but it's something with the Magic, dude. It's just they're the team that is just like anybody is liable to go up. It can be Paulo, it can be Kane, it can be Bane, Jalen Suggs. I mean, like it can really be anybody. There's really the big thing. I wish they had Wagner and everything from Michigan because if they played, I would definitely for sure say, yeah, I'm taking the Magic. But with him out, I'm not gonna say that. It's just the only big star on that team is Benchero. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody else is a role player. Like they play their role and everything. Where the 76ers is like, all right, you expect Maxey to put up high numbers because he puts up like what, 35 minutes a game?
Thir 38.
30, yeah, that's fucking insane as a guard too. You got Paul George that's inconsistent sometimes and everything. You got VJ that's going he's a rookie. We still gonna give him a little bit of time to develop and everything. But you got him. But when you have Embiid out, bro, I mean, you're giving up. I mean, that's solid 20 points that you're not going to see, and then like maybe like an 8 to 10 rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, I think this game comes down to who can control the boards and everything like that. That's my biggest thing, my biggest 2 cents on it.
The hell was that?
You say what?
Do you hear that?
Uh-uh.
Hold up. How do you pause the recording? Okay. Bet. So we will I can't even focus. Calvin, go ahead. Wrap this up for me. We'll talk about the first round and stuff. Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
What do you mean wrap it up?
Just do the conclusion.
I don't got no conclusion. You gotta get the fuck out the
What?
house.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, fire alarm's going off in the building, so we got to cut this short, and I have to leave the apartment because somebody set their apartment on fire. All right, we'll catch you guys next time. All
I
right,
see.
deuces.